Hey guys, it's GalahadB again, and today I'm going to take a look at Game 2 of the Gaia Project turn-based league, Season 4, I believe. And again, I'm joined by Jesseg, Babook49, and ppdx. And so all three games were basically played simultaneously. Doesn't really matter too much, I think. I think for Game 3 it was interesting because it also featured the ETARs. Yeah, once again, I was tasked with doing the rotations. This is what I ended up with. As is typical for me, red planets all on the side. Is there's an amazing advanced tactile for Ivits on the terraforming track, which is the worst, like the worst for the other factions to see this on because it just makes Ivits really tempting to pick. There's also this really cool advanced tactile, and also this is very good for the Firax. So there's, I think, a lot of very interesting things here. So yeah, I rotated orange pretty decently. Yellow, I tried to make it appetizing, but not too appetizing. And blue, I think, has a pretty decent layout as well. And I also tried to rotate white to the sides as much as I could. Aside from this one, yeah. So I think there's something for every faction here. Alright, so Xenos got added, Firax got added, EX picks Taklons, and now what do I pick? So, yeah, what are the objectives? So we have two Gaia scorings, we have Gaia final scoring, and we have the Gaia advanced tactile. So Gaia forming is really tempting. Xenos are not the best Gaia formers. Firax can Gaia form. Taklons don't really Gaia form you. So there is some space for a Gaia forming faction. So Terrans is something that I think Terrans are a pretty decent option. Baltugs again would be serviceable, I guess, but it's not ideal. Maybe, well, you could start here, but probably only have one neighbor. Um, and yeah, I'm definitely not picking Ivits. I don't like Ivits. And I'm not the biggest fan of the white factions here because the planet rotation screws over white pretty hard, which is as intended. So I think I'm picking either Baltux or Terrans here. I don't actually remember. Yeah, Terrans. Makes sense. And I think Terrans honestly is a pretty decent pick here. So, alright, so we got our four factions now. The most difficult part. How do you? And oh boy, I think this is another really, really difficult one. So what's the game plan for everyone? So Firax, they basically only have that one game plan: is go up economy, and then see what else is free, basically. And I mean, to be fair, this advanced tactile, especially for Firax, is pretty good because by the time they top economy, they will not have built a lot of buildings. And so if you can get this like at the start of round 4, you can get a lot of points. Going economy and science for Firax is really tough though. So I don't see this tile getting picked up by the Firax early. But like I like the game plan. But you might have competition on economy. It's possible that Taklons or even Xenos also rush up economy track. Terrans probably, even though they're all there. So Terran's game plan is also pretty straightforward. And usually, yeah, have this tactile as fast as you can. you can decide here if you want the PI or not. Is there will probably not be a ton of competition on Gaia, so you could get away with a PI. Usually a bad idea if there's multiple Gaia formers, Gaia forming factions, because then you will not get a lot of Gaia forming done, and your PI will be somewhat wasted. There's an interesting Lioness Terrans where you don't go up navigation and instead go up AI track for the jumps. So you have tempo on the Gaia advanced tactile, and you just go up Gaia and AI. That seems somewhat reasonable. Taklons and Xenos, I think, are both gonna look for this advanced tactile. So they will probably take 2 steps up navigation and run up terraforming and battle for this really cool advanced tactile. Or that's what I'm thinking anyways. And also for Taklons especially, it's very important to consider where the other factions are going to be placing the starting mines. And everyone wants neighbors, right? So with that in mind, what are the most likely starting spots? So Xenos will probably take one of these two. Probably also this one, because you're fairly likely to have 2 neighbors, and there's another Gaia that people will want to jump on. And it's either here or there, I think. I don't think you want to go here. So I would think this, then it's your third mine. You can decide, like, if Terrans go over there, you can take this mine. Otherwise, you'll probably this. Hirax will probably place here, because they will likely have 2 neighbors. I mean, Taklons really want this because you have 3 potential neighbors. It's right in the center of the map, which is where you want to be. Has a Gaia planet in range 2, which is pretty good. And even if this gets taken away, you don't mind too much, because then you get extra charge, which is huge for the Taklons. And the second line will probably go here, here, or here, I would assume. Yeah, probably not here. This is all the way in the corner, so yeah, probably here. Here and here is where I would think Firax will place. And in both of these cases, you will have Taklons will be happy to be there. Like this, I think, is a guaranteed Taklons mine, and the other one will probably be placed either here, 2 Firax, and a Xenos mine, potentially, or over here, if you expect Terrans. And yeah, for sure, Xenos will place. But the one downside probably is that this mine is fairly close to this one, and it not so close to the left-hand side of the map, so probably makes some sense to spread out. But yeah, I expect Taklons to be here, and either here or there. Durax to be here and here. Xenos to place here, here, and probably here. And so where does Terrans go? I think this is a very lovely spot for the Terrans. You'll probably have 2 neighbors. You have a Transdim planet in range 1, which is great because skip navigation. Also pretty close to these 2 blue planets, so that's pretty good. And the other one, more challenging. This one will be hard to reach if you don't start there, I suppose. From here to over there is not that hard. Yeah, probably here. Expect Xenos to go there. And otherwise, but this doesn't really offer you much, right? Other than this Gaia in range 2, maybe. And so, what my thinking was is that Taklons will have neighbors. Like, for sure. Like, this spot is super good. This spot seems very promising. Maybe even this spot. Taklons will probably get a lot of charge round 1. There's a very good advanced tactile for the Taklons up on the terraforming track. But there's a bunch of Gaia scoring. Yeah, I don't know. Makes me wonder a bit about the Taklon. But I think they're in a very good spot. Firax, so at first glance, I felt like, well, the map setup is pretty good for the Firax. They only have one color neighbor with Taklons, but that is the more dangerous, or the most dangerous even, neighbor you could have as Firax, probably, because A, they're gonna profit a lot from your downgrading and upgrading, and B, they are very likely to take the power actions and take your planets away. So that really speaks against the Firax here. And like both of these advanced tactiles are super great, but also really slow. And if you foresee that there might not be too much Gaia forming happening, then there might be a lack of planets to colonize, which is again really bad for the Firax. And Gaia forming Firax can work, but I find it somewhat difficult, honestly, to pull it off. So with all that, I'm not like I think Firax are a solid option, but I don't rate them too highly in this setup. Mainly because of Taklons, though. Terrans, I think, are in a pretty good spot here. But I think their initial starting mines are somewhat awkward. Like, you have this spot, which is great, and you'll probably be free to upgrade here, but it's gonna charge the Taklons a lot, and you probably only have the Taklons charging you. So you'll give the Taklons a ton of charge, but you don't receive that much charge back, which is awkward. And the second starting mine is gonna be in a much worse spot. Like, this will probably not even have a neighbor, and this will probably have one neighbor, but it's not so likely that he will upgrade next to you. And maybe he will, but maybe he won't. And Taklons could conceivably build here, like upgrade here and not there, and you might not get any charges turns. And considering there's a bunch of Gaia scoring and Gaia final scoring, even though it's awkward for both Xenos and Firax to do a lot of Gaia forming, there might be some competition, like people going Gaia forming 1 and just Gaia form a little, and that can already mess up the Terrans a bit. So I like Terrans, but I'm not sold on them being like, my gut feeling is Taklons might be the best, Terrans maybe the second best. And Xenos, yeah, I really don't know. Like last game, game 1, Xenos won the game. Which, yeah, I hadn't initially expected, but it was really close. But I didn't know it at this point in time, right? Because the games were going on simultaneously. What's the Xenos game plan here, though? I'm not honestly so sure. Either go up Gaia, terraforming and try and rush this. Like, it would be really fun if you can get terraforming 5 in round 3, so you get 2 fats in round 3 for 10 extra points, and then also get this tile, which is gonna score a lot. So that's like the best case scenario, but you will almost certainly battle the Taklons for it. And so maybe it's better to deviate and do something else. Maybe even go science, but then you might have an economy problem. So yeah, that's always the problem for me with Xenos, to find a really good game plan. And I think I struggled to come up with a solid game plan that was likely to get a lot of points. Which is why I had Xenos, I think, is my least favorite option out of these 4. I think I had Xenos on 0 victory points. I think I had Taklons the highest, and then Terrans, and then Firax. I don't remember the points, but that's like the general idea that I had going into this auction. All right, let's see how the draft plays out. Everybody got what they wanted to get. So Jesse wanted Terrence, willing to bid up to 38. Well, we don't know what his second place was, but yeah, Babuk felt Firax were the strongest. ppdx wanted Xenos, and I wanted the Taklons. And I have no idea, I really don't remember at all how much spacing I had. Probably around 10 VP to the Terrence, is my guess. But yeah, so everybody starts on 10 victory points. Everybody's supposedly super happy about it. And there was some discussion, like Jesse G, after the draft, was really afraid of ppdx because he, like me, thought Xenos were the weakest. And now he wanted to play Xenos more than any other faction. And we were like, oh, that's weird. What what's the ace up his sleeve? Like, what was his plan? Why did he want Xenos so much? And we will find out. So he starts there. Yeah, one of the mines that I thought would be taken. Firax start there, which I expected. I'm okay with that. I expected this. I place here. Terrans have to place there, like I expected. And they also did go up here, which makes sense. I think this option was not so likely to be populated. Then I place here because I expect action to be happening around here, but yeah, this is just not populated at all. And here I have at least 2 neighbors. Maybe Terrans go to this planet later on. And I have 3 neighbors here, so it's great for the Taklons, I thought. And yeah, Xenos plays exactly as I expected them. Yeah, everybody basically placed exactly as I expected them. No surprises at all. I expected exactly this to happen. And at this point, I'm really happy I'm Taklons. But I'm Taklons in 3rd seed, so it's not perfect. But also, yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Terrans are the 4th seed, so that's definitely the worst starting position because you will get the least charge. Alright, round boosters, we didn't really talk about it. So round 1, well, first round scoring. So round 1, you want to build a ton of mines if possible. And round boosters, well, there's some really good options. I like, this is usually the best. This is also really solid. And for Taklons especially, this tile is very powerful. This is also very good. And this tile is great if you can build tons of mines round 1. So you get a bunch of round scoring in, and then also a lot of pass scoring. Lots of really good options for everyone, I think. So Jesse takes this, which is surprising. You don't usually see Terrans terraform too much. But that makes me think he will probably jump here to have some more neighbors and more reachable transdims in the future. And I think I probably take this one. I usually like to start with an academy with the Taklons, and my game plan is to rush this tile in round 3. And yeah, probably take these 2 tech tiles. So I think that's what I'm going for. No, right, yeah, the best round booster is still available. Maybe it would have been better to take this tile, though I'm not sure. Maybe that would have been better. But I think I'm also setting up a little for the round 2 scoring where I need some QICs to colonize Gaia planets. Alright, so Firax take this tile, makes sense. Let's take this, alright. So ppdx upgrades here, makes sense. You have 3 neighbors, perfect spot. And Babuk, I think, starts with a power action. He takes the 2 ore, fine by me. And so now my question is, do I upgrade here? Because Xenos make it clear they want to upgrade there. And Terrans probably jump over. Or do I upgrade here where I have 3 neighbors? And it's quite likely that Terrans will upgrade there. I think both are very solid options. I don't know whether Firax are gonna upgrade. But they will probably upgrade away from me, right? If I upgrade here, they will upgrade there, and vice versa. And also they will probably upgrade both anyways, because with this tile they probably hope to get their PI round 1 and also research lab. So I think either is fine. And right, yeah, I burn one power token to move the brainstone, get a free ore, and I upgrade here. Because it's more guaranteed. Yeah, maybe a mistake. But I think both are fine. So yeah, they're all stalling the upgrades. Oh, actually, okay. Virax upgrade there, which is good. Lets me charge my brainstone for another ore. And then, yeah, I upgrade here. So now this is slightly awkward. Which tactile do you take? I mean, this is the best tactile for the Taklons, but it's also below the Gaia forming track, where it doesn't really help me at all. I think I take this tactile and go up terraforming 1. I think. But I think, I mean, taking this tile, moving up navigation 1 seems fine as well. Or taking this tile. And like, okay, I mean, as Taklons, you don't really need the 2 ore to build an academy usually, because if you get some charge early, that is often enough. But then again, I'm still missing 2 ore, so I really don't remember. It's been a couple of months. So I do go here, and I take an income tactile though. Okay. Yeah, that allows me to open academy with 2 mines. That seems fine. Now Xenos upgrade, I get some extra charge. Lovely. And Virax upgrade there, so I get my brainstone moved, and I don't have to burn a token. So I can, yeah, I probably take this tile and go up navigation now, because I don't need this tile yet. I will need it, either this or this tile, so I have something to overbuild. But I think for now I want more income, yeah, and I want nav2 to expand more. And yeah, so take nav2 and then rush up terraforming track. That's the plan. Hoping that I'll be faster than everyone else. Firax take the 7 coins action also alongside. So yeah, Firax got both a 2 ore action and the 7 coin action. That's really powerful. And I move up nav2. This is a shame that he took this tile, because that kind of blocks me from reaching this brown planet. Maybe it would have been correct to, instead of taking nav2, jump here and then take nav2 and then take this. I would have had enough to build 2 more mines. Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Maybe I played too greedy there. So for 2 QICs. Wow. Seems excessive. But I expect Terrans to go over there. Dinos to go over here. So this is the spot that gets me the most charge, I guess. But this is probably a mistake. I should have gone here. Oh well. What it is. And like I thought, Terrans over here. Dinos move over there, so at least that works out. Get some sweet charge. I'm actually maxed out on charge now. Now what? I can actually take this power action And I think I will. Or no, I could still take this power action. Alright, yeah, this is great that I got this planet. Choose the Firax. And it's another sector that would otherwise be difficult for me to get into. Not sure I can reach this sector, but if I get to Nav 3 at some point and nobody takes this, then maybe. Alright, so very weird Academy and 3 mines opening. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have that third mine, right? I could afford it, still have solid income. But I'm short on coins, so I'll probably transform my Brainstone into 3 coins. Oh no, I took the knowledge action. Okay, interesting. So I'm probably hoping to take the 2 knowledge action again next round to be able to rush up terraforming as fast as possible. But that's a little surprising to me. And maybe I'm hoping for the 7 coins action, but yeah, ppdx. Take it. These first. Alright, so where do we stand after round 1? Xenos opened, like in game 1, with Research Lab and 6 mines. Super powerful. I have Academy and 3 mines plus 2 income tactiles. That's also pretty solid. But the downside is I'm on Nav 2, which means my income is not, anything special. Yeah. It's good, but it's not game-breakingly good, I think. Yeah, but it is pretty powerful. Yeah, it is powerful for sure. Firax get their PI research lab opening with Terra 1, Econ 2, but they had to take a non-income tactile, so their income situation is not the best either. They only have 2 ore, not a lot. Yeah. And Terrans have research lab 4 mines with Nav2 and also a non-income tactile. So solid standard opening, nothing special. So in terms of openings, yeah, Xenos definitely got the best one. Then I probably got the second best one, and Firax and then Terrans. But it's, yeah, aside from, yeah, Xenos definitely got the best one. But Xenos usually need a pretty good opening. Because they have a less powerful ability, like with their 3 mines. It doesn't scale so well into the late game, I think, compared to the other abilities. For the most part, I think. So yeah, for sure, it's slightly easier for them to get a really good round 1. And yeah, Xenos take the 7 coins action, sure. And the hard conversion. Okay, that sucks. So I upgrade the trade station. Yeah, I need some coins, and I probably want another research lab. I might even take this tactile now. It's only gonna give me 2 knowledge. But yeah. Maybe not. I want to probably colonize a Gaia planet, right? This would be a very nice Gaia planet to take. I just take 2 knowledge action, right? That also makes sense. So I get up to 9, which is enough for 2 steps. And so far, nobody else has shown interest in the terraforming track, which I like. Yeah, Xenos actually go F3, which means they can now take this planet, which I don't like at all. I don't know, do I take it now? No. Interesting. I go up navigation. All that extra QAC, I guess. Ooh, that's rough though. Everybody gets Gaia planets and I don't. I could have hard converted my power into QAC. Yeah, now Xenos take this. They have Academy and 7 mines. Oh boy. That's with the mine pass booster. Wow, that's really strong. And now what do I do? So all the Gaias are gone, aside from this one, which is, even if I go up to range 3, really hard to reach. So I take 3 coins, that makes sense. I go up terraforming, also makes some sense. Do I build a research lab now? Yeah, I do. And which tile do I take? Maybe this, because otherwise it's gonna be bricked. Is it though? But yeah, I do take it. Yeah, it fits nicely with my 5 knowledge income. Well, interesting, I take the ore here. I thought I would have bigger coin problems than ore problems, but okay. I convert, yeah, because I'm planning on taking the tactile, I'm pretty sure. Build a second academy next round. I'll take this, build a second academy next round. Yeah, and I can take 2 steps, step. But the awkward thing is, I probably need to first build an academy to have enough power in structures to be able to form a federation. And then I also somehow need to build another research lab to take this tactile. But at least I will have some time because nobody else is going up terraforming track so far. Maybe Firax, but I'm not sure they can be fast enough. And for them to form a federation is also not that easy right now. Wow, that's an expensive mine I'm building there. Ah, but it's the only planet left in that sector, so that's probably why I took it, so I'll have some better shots at the sector scoring. I take new power tokens, which I'll need for my federation, yeah, makes sense. I will have enough ore because of this. I have enough coins still because of the 2 power tokens I still have there, so I will be able to build my academy. Alright, okay, so I guess the plan is to make this federation and build a second research lab instead of upgrading to an academy. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, maybe it would have been worth it to just build a second academy and delay this tactile next round. This is really awkward, I think. And I'll have so many coin problems if I upgrade this to a research lab this round. Right, yeah, I go up here. I need a coin federation for sure. Actually, it may have been a good idea to take the power token federation. Ah, but then I wouldn't have enough coins. Yeah. Guess I had to do it this way. Right, and Xenos starts Gaia forming in round 3, which is annoying for the Terrans, but still fine. The question is, will Firax also Gaia form or not? Because if Firax also start Gaia forming in round 3, then that's really bad for the Terrans. Okay, now I take my step up the Federation track, taking the extra Fed token and scoring another 5 points because of the round bonus, which is really good. And I think, honestly, it would be better if I upgrade to an academy, but I don't. Yeah, I upgrade to research lab, and now I have some serious problems in terms of coin generation, which is why I probably, I mean, I take this tile for sure, and I think the correct choice would be to move up economy, but I don't. I move up navigation. Yeah, I think that may have been a mistake. I mean, it lets me colonize this planet, but that doesn't really give me anything right now. There's no rush to go there. I mean, I have enough knowledge income, not worry about. Also, I'm like, I get cheap terraforming steps. So I can tell you this much: my coin economy is gonna haunt me for the rest of the game, and I think I missed that. I think I should have upgraded to academy, just forego one structure point for federation building, which is not ideal, but yeah, sometimes it can't be helped. Or maybe even delay taking that advanced tactile next round. It's 6 points, yeah, that's good and all, but that cruel. Like there's some real debate, I think, to upgrade to academy, take this up here, then with my 8 knowledge move here and here, have a more like have the same academy, the same federation with 2 academies and 1 mine. Now I have like all my research labs are now in a federation, so it's gonna be awkward to build that second academy at any point in the game. Yeah, it's just a little awkward. Everything. I think I could have played that better. Okay, so I build a mine here. Okay, and I'll probably build another mine with my QIC. So at least I have 4 mines, an academy, and 2 research labs by the end of round 3, which is not bad, but I did not play on the best tracks. No, I passed. I don't build that much. Oh. Why not? That is surprising. Being an extra ore, I'd be. Well, yeah. I don't know. That seems weird. Like, why did I go all this hassle of going nav 3 if I don't really make use of it? Like, this mine I could have built in round 4 anyways, right? Now I have this empty spot. And I have a really big coin problem. So probably I should have gone here and maybe even transform one of my ore into a power token so I can make use of the extra income. And pressure the 4 power actions. Yeah, this is certainly awkward. Really awkward. And I probably want to build my PI this round because I also have a power token problem. And I get 5 points for big buildings. But I'm lacking coins. Well, okay, this is 3 coins. Very, very awkward game. I might have to convert 1 knowledge into 1 coin. I take. Oh, right, I take a QIC action for the coin. That makes sense. That does make sense. Scoring 7 points is nice, and getting 6 coins is very crucial for me. I'm so coin starved. And I'll build my PI there, I think. Yeah. And I got some charge, so hopefully I'll convert that into coins. I did not. Why not? I must really hate coins. But yeah, I mean, sure, my ore economy is also not the greatest. But if I build my PI, then even building an extra mine doesn't really help me all that much. Oh wow, and Xenos go pretty hard on Gaia forming. I didn't even realize that before. That's definitely not a happy sight for the Terrans. So Firax don't Gaia form, it seems like. Oh, actually they might start Gaia forming this round. They probably want to because next round there's a Gaia scoring. Yeah, I upgrade to PI, makes sense. And where did I take my step? Up science? No, AI. Okay. And so still I didn't go up economy to get some extra coins. So I guess the plan is to just take my coins by repeatedly using the 3 UAC action then. Because next round with 8 knowledge I can take 2 more steps up the AI track. And maybe the other plan is to take this advanced tactile if possible. Because Xenos did not play on the terraforming track. But I also didn't do that much terraforming yet. I mean, I have 3 different planet types. This tile is not very good for me. But I'm in the lead points-wise at least, so that's something. But like my economy is just completely shattered. I have nothing going for me. The economy department. I have 1 coin income and 4 ore income. Oh boy, this is so bad compared to everyone else. I have by far the worst economy, and I'm playing Taklons. Pretty weird. But at least my knowledge production is pretty solid. And my point production is not the worst. Like I have the Federation scoring tactile, and I'm not really in a position to form another Fed anytime soon. Well, maybe next round I'll get 1 more Fed. Yeah, very awkward. And also I need 1 QAC to jump here. Hopefully get another sector. Well, I get the big building pass tile, which is definitely the best. But I get 9 power charge and I only have 3 power tokens. Oh yeah, and Firax did go up Gaia forming. So basically what I expected to happen was that people with so much Gaia scoring on the board, this like 2 round scoring with Gaia planets, Gaia final scoring, and an advanced tactile which scores for Gaia, means that everyone wants to do some Gaia forming. And I decided for myself, okay, I'm not going to be able to compete with that anyway, so I'll just ignore it and let everyone else Gaia form. But this is really bad for the Terran. Like if you look at it, I think Firax still have 1 Gaia former, yeah. And so there will only be 2 Transdim planets left for next round. And Terrence will not be able to get both of them. One. And maybe even less. Maybe none. And Terrence did pick up the PI, so it's gonna be next to useless next round. Well, next round they still get stuff, but not the round after. Wow, and the Firax did go up to Gaia forming 4, but they didn't have enough power tokens to, or the range. Well, actually, they did have the range to go here, but yeah, not enough power tokens. And yeah, like I expected, only 2 Transdims are left for round 5. But everybody else will score a lot of points from Gaia forming now, and I will not. So I have a points lead right now, but it's inflated, sure. I take the 7 coins action, that makes perfect sense. I'm really starved for coins. But now Jesseg took the 3 QIC action, unfortunately. So that's not going to be happening for me this round. Yeah, I still play on the QIC track, because where else am I going to go? Like, now it's way too late to go economy tracks. I should have done that round 3, I think. That would have fixed my coin problem to some degree. I'm doing quite well in the sectors department. If I can get my mine up here, I'll be in 9 sectors, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure I'll be getting into this sector. The question is, how do I get another federation? Ideally, this round. Because my planets are spread out so much. Okay, I do go there. I think that makes sense. Yeah, everybody else scored a lot from Gaia. So they have caught up with me now. The planet there. Can I form another Fed? Round? Doesn't really look like it. Four, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I can combine them, but it's 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 power tokens. I don't have 8 power tokens. Yeah, I have to pass without forming a Fed. But at least I get a good pastile again. So I've been getting good pastiles. This scored me 18 points so far. Will score me 9 points more next round. So 27 points from this. Yeah, I'm scoring something. But my economy. And my final scoring will not be so good. I'll score nothing here. And this. Well, this is looking nice. But Xenos did not form a single federation yet. So they will score so many points. They will build a PI next round and then they can, yeah, form so many federations. It's not going to be pretty. Oh wow, and the Terrans took both the advanced tactile up on Gaia and Gaia 5. So that worked out really well for the Terrans. But they did not get any of the transdims that were left. Jurax and Xenos got them, so that's bad. So that PI will not produce anything extra next round. And yeah. But they have jumped ahead of me in terms of victory points. Not a pleasant sight. Alright, final round. I'm the start player though, which is good because that means I can rush a power action. Ah, right, I don't need to rush our QIC action because nobody really has anything in the way of QICs. Like the only thing that can happen is that Jesseg hard exchanges 4 power in 1 QIC token and takes the 2 QIC action, but then I can transform into 1 QIC and take the 3 QIC action. So I will get 1 QIC action, and I don't think it matters much to me which one I'll get. But I only formed 2 natural fats this game because my economy has been so terrible. Yeah, and I probably just want the 7 VP tile. And ideally, get it up to nat 5, probably, if I can. But for that to happen, I need to form a fat first. Okay, I'm doing that now. Right, nobody has any QICs, so I'm safe on the QIC action department. I just want to rush nat 5, and Xenos now have a... Yeah, Xenos. So they will get to 10 sectors, right? Or is there any sector where they cannot into anymore? This is the only one they're not in. I can't block both these planets, and they're pretty formable for them. So yeah, they will probably manage to sneak in there. But I can take this planet probably. I want to form base. Oh, I think my idea is to take both QIC actions. Yeah, I think that's my idea. Nobody has enough power to take. And I probably just skip on this planet, let the Xenos have 10 sectors, and I'll probably take second place with 9 sectors, which is okay for me. Yeah, I take the second QIC, and actually I might still try and go for this. Like, still have some knowledge. I'll take a step up on navigation, AI. Then I would have enough to take this. So I also kind of want to upgrade to research lab for 3 more points. Take this 7 BP tile and go up to AI 5. But now somebody else could take AI 5. So I guess ppdx Xenos doesn't have a free fed tile yet. Okay, now I do that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. Wait, just pass here? Oh, right. Yeah, I can still upgrade to trade stations, which will get 3 points due to the round bonus. I'm not sure that's better than just building another mine. Because I'm not sure Venus can actually take this planet now. They don't have enough power to take the two-step power action. But I guess, yeah, building a ton of trade stations is also not bad with the trade station scoring round. And I couldn't have done that otherwise. Or certainly not that many. Yeah. I mean, if I can share the top spot with the Xenos, that wouldn't be bad for me. 15 points instead of 18. That's all we'll. If I take my pass now. We'll look at the situation moment. I think people are almost done. I still have a couple of things. And yeah, Xenos will not take the final sector. Alright. So Xenos, yeah, have a VP lead over me. And they will do a lot better than me in the final scoring. Final scoring doesn't look that bad for me though. Like I mentioned, I just completely skip Gaia, so I score 0 points there, but I'll score 15 points here. And Firax, like I thought, they will be in a pretty rough spot in terms of final scoring. They are also in a rough spot with the current VP scoring. So even though they got this tactile fairly early on, wasn't enough to overcome their somewhat slow start. Well, they will get one more federation, I guess. But they are almost done. So yeah, it does look like a Xenos victory with some margin, honestly. No, Firax didn't even get a third federation. So yeah, definitely rough for the Firax. And I think my tech scoring is better than the Terrans. My research track scoring, I have 24 plus 8, 32 points. Terrans have 12, 20, 24. So I have 8 more points than the Terrans there. This is 9-point gap, the 12-point gap, so they score 3 more points than me from the final scoring. So I should still be, yeah, more than 20 points clear of the Terrans. So Xenos will win. I'll be second place Terrans than Firax. And I think, yeah, what's interesting about this game is, for one, Xenos will win again. So in the first 2 games of the GPTL, both times the Xenos won. And this game, Terrans had a pretty good setup. 3 Gaia scorings. Like round 2 scoring was Gaia, round 5 scoring was Gaia, Gaia final scoring, and an advanced tactile that scores for Gaia. on top of the AI track. So you would think it's great for Gaia forming faction, right? But not for the Terrans, because so much Gaia scoring means everyone else will also want to Gaia form, and that's really bad for the Terrans. And if you look, like, this was not a clean game by me at all. And I'm still 25 VP ahead of the Terrans. 25 VP, despite doing a bunch of mistakes, or inaccuracies. I'm not sure I did any really terrible plays, but I think I could have done significantly better. I think maybe 10 more VP or something, but not getting to 200 for sure. And so at least my read was correct that Terrans will have a somewhat tough game. That Firax will probably also be edged out to some degree. Though I'm not responsible for that. I only took one planet from them. And then I was just really slow all around. Actually, I took 2 planets from them. Yeah, I took 2 planets from them. But I did not see Xenos performing this well. So congrats to ppdx. He'll score another 6 points. I'll score another 3 points. So I'm at 6 points too now. And Babook scored nothing here. And I believe the other game, yeah, it's basically just a flip of the first game. Well, not quite. So Babook won the first game and is now 4th place. ppdx was 4th place in the first game and is now 1st place. I was 2nd place and I'm 2nd place again. And so Jesseg got 2 3rd places. So standing right now is I'm at 6 points, same as Babook and ppdx. And Jesseg is trailing us, having scored only 2 points. So for Jesseg to win this GPTL is going to be really tough. And everyone else is basically tied. So whoever scores the best in the final series will take this division's victory. Unless it's Jesseg, he cannot win anymore because even if he scores 6 points, he'll be at 8. But the second place of the final game scores 3 points. And since we all have 6 points, that will push us to 9. So yeah, whatever happens, Jesseg can't win anymore, and whoever else wins the next game will win the series. Which is also pretty exciting. So game 3 is really the deciding game here. And yeah, so this is the end of game 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I feel like this was not the cleanest Taklons game at all. But still, like with this tactile and pretty decent round scoring that I hit this quite well, the trade station scoring. I skipped the Gaia scorings, but I hit this scoring really well as well. And I didn't score that many. Yeah. But I did get really good round boosters right for the late game. That gave me a lot of points. So if we look at the game result, I'm not sure. This doesn't work on replays. But I think I scored quite well from the round boosters. I scored quite well from the QIC tokens. This advanced tactile scored me 27 points. So yeah, that's quite a lot of VP. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day and goodbye. See you.